Who will save the day? Once upon a time, in the heart of Santa's North Pole, there lived a lovable reindeer named Frank. Frank was a very special reindeer, known to all for his caring heart and bravery. But this year, something unexpected happened. All of Santa's reindeer, except Frank, had come down with a terrible cold. They couldn't fly, and Christmas was just around the corner. Santa Claus was very, very worried. How would he deliver presents to children all around the world without his reindeer? He sat in his cozy workshop trying to think of a solution when Frank approached him with an exciting idea.
"Santa," Frank said, "I might know someone who can help us. The Blackpool Donkeys. They're known for their strength and kindness. Maybe they could help us deliver the presents this year."
Santa Claus was intrigued. "Ooh, that's a wonderful idea, Frank. But how will we get to Blackpool without our reindeer to pull the sleigh?" Frank smiled and said,
"I've heard stories about your magical dust, Santa. What if you use it to make the donkeys fly for just one night? I'll fly there and ask for their help."
Santa Claus thought for a moment and agreed. Frank, with his warm-hearted spirit, took off into the snowy night and flew all the way to Blackpool. When he landed, he saw the Blackpool Donkeys relaxing by the beach, enjoying the crisp sea breeze. They looked surprised to see a reindeer, but Frank quickly explained his mission.
"Dear Blackpool Donkeys," Frank said, "Santa's reindeer are sick with a cold, and we need your help to deliver presents to children all over the world on Christmas Eve. With Santa's magical dust, you can fly for just one night. Will you help us?"
The Blackpool Donkeys, known for their generous hearts, agreed without hesitation. They felt excited to be part of Santa's important mission. Frank sprinkled the special magical dust on the donkeys' hooves, and it made them tingle with magic, and they began to float gently into the air. They were so excited and ready to help. Christmas Eve came, and Frank and Santa returned. With the sprinkle of Santa's magical dust, the Blackpool Donkeys took once again to the night sky, shooting past Blackpool Tower and the Big One, pulling Santa's sleigh behind them. Frank flew up front in Rudolph's place, guiding the way. As they soared over cities, mountains, seas, and oceans, the donkeys' hearts were filled with joy. They were helping to bring happiness and magic to children all over the world. When the sun rose on Christmas morning, Santa, Frank, and the Blackpool Donkeys had delivered presents to every child just in time. The children woke up with smiles on their faces and their hearts filled with the spirit of Christmas. Frank, Santa, and the Blackpool Donkeys returned to the North Pole, where they were greeted with cheers and gratitude by Mrs. Claus and the elves. Rudolph and all the other reindeer were feeling much better and joined in celebrating the success of their mission. And so, from that year on, the Blackpool Donkeys became honorary members of Santa's Christmas team, always ready to lend a helping hoof and a sprinkle of magic whenever Santa and his reindeer needed them. The spirit of cooperation and the magic of Christmas made their partnership a heartwarming and cherished tradition for many years to come. So, if you see a Blackpool donkey, give them a wink, and they'll know you know. Merry Christmas! Discover more about Frank, the reindeer's visit to Blackpool at www.blackpoolgrand.co.uk/Frank in Blackpool. Ho, ho, ho! And a Merry Christmas from me too. Thank you, donkeys.